Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video. For today I'm doing What If Deku had an Angel Quirk Part 8. This is a collab with oprmail. Just want to say, search his channel. He's really good. Really like his videos, and just want to say this. I'm sorry for not making a single video in a week. I'm really sorry. I've been busy as heck. I have a lot of work to do because you already know schoolwork is the worst. And yeah, basically just want to say for today, everyone, I've been thinking a lot of what ifs lately. So I'll give you a tip of the what ifs in the end of the video. Let's get on to the intro. So that's done. And yeah, just want to say, after Eri goes back with Overhaul, Deku said to Mirko, "Do you know them?" And she said, a little. That guy with the beak mask is called Overhaul. His quirk is called Overhaul, and I don't know about that girl. So I just want to say, Deku can basically track his creations. I think that will be good. So yeah, they go with the meeting with Sir Night-Eye, Nejire, Kirishima, Uraraka, Froppy, or Asui, or Sue, if you guys like to call her that, Rocklock, Fat Gum, Ryoko or Ryuku, the Centipede Hero, Bubble Girl, and a few others that basically go into the meeting. And yeah, they talked about the girl when they saw, you know who is with the girl, Overhaul, basically. And yeah, so when they talk about the girl, Deku said, "I know where the girl is." It said, "Mirko, do you remember the plushie that I gave her?" I think it's gonna be a plushie that is a rabbit plushie. So yeah, it said, "Oh yeah, you did give that girl a rabbit plushie." So what do you mean about the rabbit plushie? It said, "I can track my creations without, without giving a signal." And if you guys don't know this, but he has basically a tracking ability with his quirk. And yeah. Dang, what the hell? Sorry about that, guys. I'm drawing right now. I don't really know right now because I'm kind of... So, when they basically talk about the girl, when Kirishima and Rocklock basically say about what happened with Eri or the bullets, basically they basically said the same thing in canon, that the bullets are made out of blood. Basically made out of blood. And when Deku can communicate with Eri right now, just for plot reasons. So he actually uses the plushie to have his voice. It said, hello. Eri said, are you the guy that gave me the plushie? Said, yeah, it's me. What's your quirk? I just need, you can answer it, right? It said, yeah, my quirk is, rewind. And what did that man did to you? She basically explained every single thing that Overhaul basically say to her. Basically, I've been saying basically in a few times now. He said, Deku was wide-eyed and Mirko asked, well, what happened? Well, why are you so surprised? Said Mirko. He said, Overhaul's been using Aries' blood. So and the bullets, can I see it, Fat Gum? Fat Gum said, sure, kid. And said, yeah. This is basically, as you know, already made out of blood. And I've talked to her with the plushie that I gave her, I guess. Just want to say Mina is in with Tamaki and Majiki and Fat Gum. Just saying. So yeah. Basically he said that Overhaul's been cutting the girl, getting it for his blood, but her quirk is called Rewind. She can basically rewind anything, or rewind you so that you can never exist. That's why she has a lot of bandages when we first met her. Right, Miracle? Said, yes, that is true. And they said, do you know where the girl is? They said, yes, I can basically track plushie that I gave her using my quirk. What kind of plushie? Said Mina. He said, it's basically a rabbit plushie. She actually really likes it. So, yeah. So they started planning the raid. And yeah. Wait a minute. Did they already get their license or something? I don't remember. I don't really know. Oh my god. No, it doesn't have their license yet. Dang. Actually, I think I'm gonna make the licensing exam after this. So, let's continue. He basically goes to the raid, made the raid plans, and yeah. So when they actually said where's Eri or something, like where's Eri, he said she's in the building from, like, you always, from the Hasai Kai, I guess. uh, uh, the building that they've been in, there is actually a secret doorway that you have to have a password to get in. I know where Eri is because I already can track her. So they planned the raid, and they got permission from the pro heroes that they were with, especially Mirako. So they got in. They prepared the raid. They're outside of the building. The police said, like in canon, and that huge mumbo jumbo, bird-headed mask guy barged out of the gate and started doing started dealing with the other police officers. But Miracle basically knocked him out, kicking him in the back of the neck. And basically, all of the police get the quirk erasing cuffs that they have. So, when they see all the members coming out, basically everyone from the outside, or the police also, started fighting the other people. Mirako, Tamaki, Night Eye, Rocklock, and a few other guys, Kirishima, and a few other police officers goes in the building. Sharonida was gonna do the password, but Miracle said, "We don't have time for that." She goes, kicks the door, the secret door down, and they basically see a stairway. The three villains came up. Bubble Girl and that centipede guy started fighting them. And they go to the underground lair. When that little guy, that black guy with the same mask, he injected himself with quirk enhancing drug. He goes to another form and goes inside of the walls. I'll go to the perspective of Deku. They basically started running and see a dead end. But Deku summons... What should he summon? A giant battle axe or something? No, he was still a little bit angry for what Overhaul did. His hair and wings, or his hair basically stayed the same in black. His eyes basically go into a dark green eyes, and he basically manipulates the shadows around him, making a beam to destroy the wall. After they keep running, obviously they still keep running, then they actually, the walls, the floor, the ceiling was wobbling like liquid, and pillars coming from the sides of the walls started going through the police. But for Kirishima, he basically cracks the walls, and yeah. Deku started looking around, but they fell. They fell into this room with 3 people. A guy with a beak, a guy with a diamond, a crystal eye or something, and a guy with a scarecrow mask, like a bag from a scarecrow head, basically, having eye holes and a mouth hole. So Aizawa basically uses his quirk and knocks out that guy with, you know what? And everything the same goes in canon with Tamaki Amajiki. So they basically go ahead and started searching through the rooms. But that guy started doing the wobbly thing with the walls and the floor again. And using the manipulating the cement to the cement to hit the others. But Rock Lock locks all of the ceiling and floor together to stiffen. And Deku said, Aizawa, or Aizawa-sensei, look up. And Aizawa looks up, he sees an eye. An eye. And basically uses his quirk, making the guy basically can't use his quirk, falls down, hits his head in the cement, knocked out. I'm not making him dead in this. So, yeah. Before that happens, everything with Kirishima basically did the same thing. Like in canon. So, Mirio was kind of frustrated and said, I'll go ahead. And, Deku said, I'll come with you. So they basically, they go to full speed. Mirio using his quirk to permeate around the walls. But Deku made a shadow gauntlet. Gauntlets that up to his elbow, I guess. Elbow that is really, I don't really know, but it's a gauntlet up to his elbows, and he started punching the walls, breaking them into little pieces, and started running really fast. They see an overhaul and a guy wearing a hood, having that medieval mask, medieval doctor masks. If you guys know that from the SCPs, or yeah, I think it's the SCPs. Basically that guy has that, but only the mask. He wears a cloak, carrying Eri with the rabbit plushie. And Deku was really angry. But he didn't go berserk in this. I don't want him to go berserk again. So he basically goes to his double form. His wings started to change into bat-like wings. And his eyes were glowing red. He summons these swords. Basically that black one, not the white one, basically. That black one. And yeah. He goes to overhaul. Mirio goes to the guy with a time quirk by a mutation time quirk because of his hair. Looks like a clock hand. And he knocks out that guy, gets Eri, and Mirio said, Midoriya. He said, I'm okay. Get Eri to safety. So, yeah. They started fighting. Then, actually, one of the guys, you know that guy from the ceiling having a quirk that makes everything nauseous? Basically, that guy makes Mirio nauseous, basically knocked him out. but by a few minutes, I guess, fighting him, the guy wasn't really paying attention to Eri. So, yeah. When the battle started, Deku and Overhaul started battling out. More intense than canon. Overhaul versus Deku. Having a lot of spikes coming through. Deku dodging them, basically using a red gauntlet. Red gauntlet in his hands. His feet is basically having armor. Red crimson armor. But only his feet, because he doesn't want to, you know what, break his Nico kneecaps. So he did that. He started punching every single spike that Overhaul has to give him, but he manipulates his gauntlet into the sword again, making a katana. Not a katana, but if you guys know the behemoth sword from the undefeated behemoth, if you don't know that anime, it's hella good. But they didn't even make another episode or another season because it was the most sick anime that I ever watched. Just saying. So he started using his sword. When Overhaul was really, you know what, injured, he repairs himself. That other guy, just want to say, that other guy that has the same thing with the guy with the time quirk, with the mutation time quirk, basically he destroyed him and regained him with Overhaul himself, giving him 4 arms. And yeah, he started doing the same thing like in canon to Eri, making her worried. And yeah, he said, like in the same part of the canon, please don't hurt them, I'll go with you, I'll do anything. Deku said, no, Eri. So she goes to Overhaul, and basically Overhaul did the same thing in the pillar, but disconnecting him with that other guy. And just want to say, Sure Night Eye actually goes to Miria. Knocked the guy out. Seeing Mirio knocked out himself, but saying, where's the girl? And yeah. So he sees the pillar going up. He uses those stamp things and aims it to Overhaul's head. And Eri, basically her teddy bear or bunny, is in the sky, seeing it going to fall. She sees Deku flying up before, and she's thinking that they're here to save me and I should go with them. So basically she jumps like in canon. Deku screams, Eri-chan! And catches her. Overhaul being angry, and Deku using his power to his wings, making a huge gust of wind, breaking the stone pillar or cement pillar that Overhaul made, crashing to the ground. And Serenade goes to the hole that he came from and stops himself before hitting the wall. You see, he goes to Mirio and basically he was thinking, Midoriya can do this. So they basically, or Mina, Uraraka Suyu, sees, you know who, but Miracle wasn't in the tunnels. She was helping that centipede guy and Bubble Girl handling those three villains. And Miracle sees Deku coming out with devil's eyes, crimson red eyes, black wing. I mean, red and black wings. Deku says to Eri, or Mina goes to Deku and said, "What's going on?" He said, Deku says to Mina, "Get Eri, and I'll handle Overhaul." They see Overhaul coming out of the cave, having the same transformation like in canon, him being in the mouth. I think that was really disgusting, by the way. It's made out of bones and muscles and tissue. If I'm thinking of that, it makes me puke. So, Deku summons two swords. And he smirks evilly. And he was thinking, I'm gonna kill this bitch. So, he basically, or Deku goes to Overhaul, uses a soccer kick, or a really good kick, making Overhaul flying like in canon. He goes flashing speed, using both of his swords, cutting every single part of Overhaul's you know what. But Overhaul basically removes his limbs, making it to a giant cyclone of tissue and muscle. I guess I'm creeping you out, guys, but it's for the thing. So Deku is zooming in lightning speed, cutting every single part of Overhaul's transformation. Then Deku uses the red aura that he committed and makes it into a giant red beam that he will call Devil's Gate. Having a red glow like crimson blood, and basically the light going through Overhaul, smashing him to the ground, having removing his mask, have his eyes backwards, having no pupil or iris, knocked out, and he basically goes back down. And he wasn't actually berserk. Everyone thinks that he's berserk, but Mina said he is not berserk. He has another form if he goes berserk, you know. That robe with a lot of ribbons coming out of him. They said, oh. And Eddie gets out of Mina's grasp, and they see Deku coming down. His wings changed and back to black, having his light emerald eyes. And yeah, there he goes him and hugs him really tight and saying, you shouldn't do that. That's really dangerous. He said, it's alright, Daddy. Do you want, I have a question for you guys. Do you want Deku and Mina to adopt Eddie? I guess I'll say this. That's it. oprmail, just saying to you, you should do the thing. The licensing exam. They didn't even got their license yet when you said I should do the raid part. So yeah. And for the announcement for my 2,000 subscribers, I will basically make what if Nezuko was in Hunter x Hunter. And that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Don't forget to go to oprmail's channel. He's really good. He already got 1,000 subscribers. Just want to say congratulations again. And I'll see you in the next video today. And peace out, my little karmas, I guess.